everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm doing a deep dive into the 2024 presidential election in the state of Missouri. Missouri, a state that is expected to be a Republican state once again in 2024, as it has been in 2020 and 2016, even though its history of actually being a very competitive state at the presidential level. So for the state of Missouri in 2020, it voted for Donald Trump by 15.4% of the vote. In 2016, it voted for Donald Trump by 18.6% of the vote. And in 2012, it voted for Mitt Romney by 9.4%. And going back even farther to 2008, 2008, Missouri was won by John McCain by just 0.13% of the vote. So Missouri does have a history at being somewhat of a very competitive state at the presidential level. However, in the last three elections, it has very much gone more towards being a safe to likely Republican state and not a toss-up state anymore. Currently in the polling average in the RCP right now, Trump has 53%, Kamala Harris has 43%. When it comes to the national vote, in 2020, the popular vote was won by Joe Biden by 4.4%. In 2016, it was won by Hillary Clinton by 2.1%. It was won in 2012 by Barack Obama by 3.9%. That is an average of 3.5% across the last three elections, Looking at the 2024 head-to-head national polling average right now for Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris currently has a lead of 1.4%, which, if that's true, if that's how the popular vote goes, that would be the smallest margin of the last three elections, 0.7% less than what Hillary Clinton got in 2016. And given how a lot of the states in the country votes, especially a lot of the swing states, if Harris only wins a popular vote by 1.4%, it would be very, very likely that Donald Trump would win in the electoral college if Harris is only winning the popular vote by 1.4%. Now, for the state of Missouri, in 2020, Missouri voted 19.8% to the right of the popular vote, more Republican than the popular vote. In 2016, Missouri was 20.7% more Republican than the popular vote. And in 2012, Missouri was 13.3% more Republican than the popular vote. On average, 17.9% more Republican than the popular vote for the state of Missouri across the last three elections. Looking at the statewide presidential forecast for the state of Missouri, in 2024, Real Clear Politics has it as likely for Donald Trump. Sabato's Crystal Ball has it as safe for Trump. Inside Elections has it solid Trump. Decision Desk HQ in the Hill, safe for Trump. And Cook Political Report, solid for Donald Trump. Looking at some key counties I'm watching for in the state of Missouri, there's only three counties I really narrowed that I think are very interesting counties to watch that I think could potentially be in play and potentially flip. The first is Boone County in the middle part of the middle part of Missouri. It was won by Obama by 3.1% in 2012, 5.9% by Clinton in 2016, and 12.5% by Biden in 2020. This is certainly a county that used to be competitive that's trending more and more Democrat, and it's one I'm keeping an eye on to see if it does continue to trend more Democrat in 2024, and by how much. Or does it potentially reverse the trend and become less Democratic? That remains to be seen, but that's one I'm watching for to see if that happens. Now, Clay County in the northwestern part of the state of Missouri, just north of Kansas City, it was won by Mitt Romney by 8.4% of the vote. 2016, it was won by Donald Trump by 11% of the vote. In 2020, it was won by Donald Trump by 4.1% of the vote, which that is about a 7-point drop from 2016 to 2020 for Donald Trump in Clay County. I'm very closely watching this one in 2024 to see if it continues to go less Republican and maybe even a potential flip for the Democrats in this county. Platte County, 14.1% in 2012 win for Romney, 12% win for Trump in 2016, and in 2020, a 9-point swing, only a 3% win for Trump in 2020. Very similar to Clay County, this is one I think is certainly winnable for the Democrats if they have a good enough night in this county in Missouri. So that is one I'm watching for very, very closely as well. As for the major cities that I wanted to note out in Missouri, Kansas City, it was 22% win for Biden in 2020. Jefferson City, the capital of Missouri, was won by Trump by 33.9%. The county it was in, 33.9%. In St. Louis, the city itself was won by 66.2% by Biden in 2020. Looking at the Missouri map of all the counties, in 2020, Trump got 56.8% of the vote to Biden's 41.4% of the vote. Platte County, as you can see, was 50.5 to 47.5 for Trump. Clay County was 51 to 46.9 for Trump over Biden. Jackson, where Kansas City is, was 60 to 38 in favor of Biden. Boone County was 54.9 to 42.4 in favor of Biden. Jefferson City, which is where it's in Cole County, was 66 to 32.1 for Trump. And St. Louis was 82.2 to 16 in favor of Biden. Looking now at 2016, where statewide Trump got 56.8% of the vote once again, and Hillary Clinton got 38.1%. Platte County was 53 to 41 advantage Trump. Clay County is 52.2 to 41.1. Kansas City was 56 to 38.5 for Biden. Boone County is 49 to 43.2 advantage Clinton, not Biden, Clinton. Jefferson City was 65.9, 29.2 for Trump over Clinton. And St. Louis was 79.5 to 15.9 for Hillary Clinton. Now we're going to look at 2012, Mitt Romney versus Barack Obama. It was won in Platte County, or statewide votes due first, 53.8 for Romney, 44.4 for Obama. Platte County was won by 56.2 to 42.1 by Romney. Clay County, 53.2, 44.8 for Romney. Kansas City, 59 to 39.4 for Obama. Boone County, 50.2 to 47.1 for Obama over Romney. Jefferson City, 66.1 to 32.4 for Romney over Obama. And St. Louis, 82.7 to 16 advantage for Obama. So as you can see, especially from 2012 to 2016, there aren't really too many counties on the map that are expected to go Democrat. Right now, including St. Louis, the city itself, there's only 4 counties in the state that did go Democrat in 2020. And the only 2 that potentially could be flipping in 2024 would be Platte County and Clay County, but that remains to be seen. That's why I wanted to watch those counties for 2024. Certainly lots of smaller Republican counties throughout the state where all the votes add up and end up having a big advantage over the Democratic vote from those 3 counties that have the cities in them and potentially other suburban counties like Platte and Clay. Looking at the presidential vote side and trying to predict what it will be for 2024, in 2020, Donald Trump got 56.8% of the vote. In 2016, Donald Trump also got 56.8% of the vote. And in 2012, Mitt Romney got 53.8% of the vote. Missouri seems to have a thing with having 0.8% be the answer on the Republican side. In a range equation I did of the high end and the low end based on the last 3 elections, on the low end, Republicans, Donald Trump is supposed to get 50.8%. On the high end, he would get 59.8% of the vote, with an average vote percentage across the last 3 elections of 55.8%. On the Democratic side, in 2020, Joe Biden got 41.4% of the vote. In 2016, Hillary Clinton got 38.1% of the vote. And in 2012, Barack Obama got 44.4% of the vote. Once again, conducting a range. On the low end, I found that the Democrats would get 31.8%. On the high end, Democrats get 50.7%. And the average percentage vote of the last 3 elections is 41.3%. I think it's definitely harder trying to guess where the Democrat's going to be than the Republican, because we did see a 3-point jump from 2016 to 2020 from going from Clinton to Biden. However, I'm not sure how much vote is left for that to happen, but I do think there certainly is enough for Kamala Harris to be able to exceed Biden's numbers. But by how much, that remains to be the question. That is what I'm waiting to find out for on election night. So for the state of Missouri and its 10 electoral votes, I'm predicting Donald Trump will win the state and its 10 electoral votes with 56.8% of the vote. Yes, that would be the 3rd election in a row that the Republican Donald Trump gets 56.8% of the vote. And I feel like that'd be really interesting and really funny if that happened. So hopefully I'm trying to wish this into existence. Although I do think the actual Republican vote percentage across the last 3 elections, I think this happening could be pretty realistic, because there really isn't a ton of places Trump is going to gain a ton of votes in Missouri. And I'm not sure how much Harris will be able to gain statewide outside of Platte County and Clay County, which I pointed out. So I think Trump getting 56.8 again is actually pretty likely and pretty reasonable. On the Democratic side, 41.7 for Harris. I do think it's also possible, though, for her to gain her support statewide without hurting Trump's support statewide as well. I think she'll do slightly better in those suburban counties, maybe even flipping them, and that'll be enough to boost it to 41.7, a margin of victory in Missouri for Donald Trump of 15.1%. Now looking at the 2024 electoral map, all the states I have done thus far, Donald Trump currently has 124 electoral votes. Kamala Harris has 97. The next video up will be the state of Iowa, so please remember to stay tuned for that video. That'll be a very interesting one, I'm sure. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Please now enjoy the sneak peek I've done for my 2024 full election night prediction for the state of Missouri. Please enjoy. So far, there have not been many surprises yet on election night. Everything has gone pretty much how we expected it to. The 8 p.m. poll closings on the East Coast will be the first potential real test on if there will be any surprises and things will be shaken up. At 8 p.m., we have several states with their polls closing, including some very important key states which may have very important electoral significance. The states with poll closings right now are Alabama, Connecticut, Delaware, Washington, D.C., Florida, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Tennessee. Let's take a look at the projections we can make at this time. The state of Missouri and its 10 electoral votes have also been won by Donald Trump. That will do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a like. And if you really liked it, please remember to click the subscribe button. And make sure you turn post notifications on so you always get notified when I post a new video. That way you never miss one. Also, please remember to share this video with your friends and family if you really like the video. And remember to stay tuned because I'll be posting at least one video every single day leading up until election day, so I'd really appreciate it if you keep coming back and watching those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.